In my workplace and in my country, we get 20 days per year of what is called recreation leave. On top of that, there's a separate allocation of personal leave for when you're unwell. I think that's genuinely generous and I don't take it for granted. There are other types of leave too, but that's for a story on another day. Recently, I took a week and a half of that recreation leave allocation. I'd scheduled it several months in advance because I knew I'd need it. Like a lot of people in my organisation right now, we're all working very hard. For me, this wasn't a holiday in the traditional sense. I didn't have the energy to go anywhere. It was a planned rest and recuperate period. I had planned to sleep in, to walk, to eat well, to read, to do those simple things. About 1 week in, I caught the flu. It's flu season in this part of the world. I spent the last 4 days of that leave genuinely unwell and ended up taking an extra 3 days off on top of it to recover, knowing full well that the moment I walked back into work, the workload would be waiting for me exactly as I left it. When you're sick, you spend a lot of time thinking, staring at the ceiling, that kind of thinking. And here's where my mind went. Am I more susceptible to the flu now because of my age? Probably, I thought. How long can I actually keep working this hard? I'm tired of my workload creeping into evenings and weekends. If I dropped my hours to protect my energy, could I actually live on a lower income? I'll be honest with you. I'm in a genuine spot of uncertainty about how long I can sustain this pace, physically and emotionally, for years to come. I've worked almost non-stop for 37 years, with only a couple of breaks to study along the way. And that's exactly why building an alternative income stream matters so much to me right now. Is my current approach the right one? Honestly, I don't know yet. But I'm doing something about it rather than just thinking about it. I'm building this YouTube channel to reach others exactly in my situation. I'm working on a couple of other things as well. These efforts aren't about getting rich, although that would be nice. They're about supplementing my income and specifically protecting my retirement savings. If we only knew exactly how long we were going to live, we'd know whether we'd saved enough. We don't get that certainty. So instead, I'm trying to build something else so that when I eventually do reduce my hours or step back from corporate life altogether, I have income supplementing my savings rather than relying on savings alone. That's what I was turning over in my mind, recovering from this last flu. When it's just you supporting you and you are the only source of income in your life, you have to think about things differently. Right now, I don't have major health problems to factor in, but I've watched enough happen to family and friends around me to know that circumstances like that can shift quickly for any of us. I'm not trying to sound like I'm predicting doom. This is simply the reality of being an older person supporting yourself alone. Coming back to work after the short illness, I've landed on something I believe more firmly than before. I have to prioritize my health, not as an afterthought, but as the foundation everything else depends on. Because what I want more than anything is to keep the choices in my own hands, not to have them taken away from me because of poor health.